So Cathy, can you give me some predictions how you see the landscape in the next 5 years?
I think that we're moving to a world of a basket full of currencies where there will be several different types of measurement services that people use depending on what they're trying to accomplish. I also see us moving from a world that's just based on ratings to being based on audiences. Understanding what types of audiences use different types of mediums and devices in a cross-platform world. So while I see the common thread of being able to tie viewership from television screens to iPods to online usage and mobile usage, that common thread that I think that we're trying to pull together at RentTrack and that we think will be really impactful is what are the audiences? What do the audiences look like? And I think it doesn't necessarily have to be a one-to-one addressable relationship with those audiences, because I think we have the capability of amassing more targeted audiences and sending appropriate and compelling advertising based on the type of individuals that we're sending those ads to.
One of the criticisms of set-top box data is the lack of demographics. You've been talking audiences. I have a feeling that that's different from demographics. Demographics is still part of the buying currency. Where do you see the differences between the concept of age, gender, demographics for buying purposes, audiences for addressable advertising, and where do you think it may fall out?
Well, I think we need both. And the way that we've approached demographics in the traditional sense, meaning age and gender, is that we've used services like Epsilon's information to be able to look at household demographics. They're not people. I think that it could be argued whether or not we know who's in front of a TV set at any time anyways. But I think if we have those type of demographics that are associated with households, we have a pretty good idea of who the target is related to those traditional demographics like age and gender. But more importantly, again, I really think that it's about the propensity to buy certain items. So lifestyle information about whether or not certain households are more likely to have a golfer or a fisher man or woman in them, I think allow us to be able to match products with viewing behaviors. And that's how I think that the world will evolve, and that's why I think audiences are so much more important. In terms of addressable, many of our partners are headed down the addressable path, and in some cases we do all of the measurement for both interactive, and we'll be doing addressable advertising measurement too. I think that measurement is more one-to-one between the advertiser who purchases the information. When you get that granular of a level of detail, I don't see that being an aggregated service that makes sense for us to probably monetize in that way. I do think, however, there are different levels of addressability, and I do see that the opportunity to address clusters of individuals who behave in the same way nationally again comes back to that targeting, finding the right audience for the right advertiser, and being able to amass a meaningful number of people to be able to send that ad to.
Deutsche Bank just released a report on RentTrack. Deutsche Bank, as a disclaimer, is the company that did bring out the IPO on Nielsen. Their recent analysis of RentTrack indicated a disappointing fourth quarter. Can we discuss that? Can we talk
Sure.
about
Absolutely.
What's going on?
Yes, I think, of course, we're always looking for great ratings and great buy ratings, et cetera, from the analysts that watch our company. And I think that what the investors saw over the last quarter was that we're making some investments, both, as I said, in these integrations that we're trying to do to make sure that we're part of the day-to-day business, as well as we've invested a little bit ahead of the curve in terms of increasing our sales staff to be able to make sure that we're out there in full force, that we have experts in each one of our product lines that we've discussed, the local area, the national area, for both agencies and advertisers as well as the network groups, and then also for the products that are developing in terms of cross-platform. And therefore, I think that what you see in the performance is us spending a little bit ahead of the curve, and investors wondering, oh geez, are the sales going to catch up? I'm really confident that we have great people on our team, and that it will take us a couple of quarters maybe to start that ramp up again that we've been experiencing, but I do feel that the investments that we're making are really important for the long-term health of the business.